So this happened in the last like month. So, you know, this wasn't a prominent criticism, but one criticism I recall from the Drake video was that I was advocating for gatekeeping. That my criticism of Drake came down to that we needed better gatekeepers in hip hop, which, if I'm keeping it real, was a fair interpretation of my argument about Drake. Now you can feel about that how you want to feel about it. I know we generally speaking are against gatekeeping, but gatekeeping when it comes to the work and art and culture of marginalized and traditionally oppressed and exploited people is not the same as gatekeeping anime or gaming, because what we're talking about is trying to protect people that are historically unprotected in society, right? So here is a perfect example of this. Now this is a silly, goofy one, but here is a perfect example of this. So this is FN Meka, who is a virtual rapper. Just saying that. Now I get it. I think because I'm assuming they got this idea from I don't remember the character's name, but there's virtual pop stars in Japan, right? So maybe they thought that they could take the same concept and bring it to the US for hip hop, which shows a complete like misunderstanding of hip hop. And like what works for hip hop. Is it Hatsune Miku? Hatsune Miku? I may be saying that wrong, but yeah. So this has worked in some capacities, and we all saw virtual Tupac a couple years back. That was cool. This ain't cool though. This reeks of a bunch of white people in a room making up a black theme. This was so cringe and disrespectful on so many levels. I don't have a lot of insight. Thankfully, it was canceled. Like they dropped. Oh, he got signed to Capitol Records. This character was signed a contract to Capitol Records, which they were gonna, I guess, make music. And so he made one song, and then he had one song and then a song with Gunna, and they're both awful. The one that was just him was just like a throwaway Tekashi X9 6ix9ine song, and Tekashi 6ix9ine is shit to begin with. He uses the N-word, which like really gets into some what's the show, the British show? Is it Dark? I can't remember. Striking Vipers, Black Mirror. Thank God damn. Oh, y'all already saying in the chat. I'm sitting here Googling. I can't even see the chat. Yeah, so this is some Black Mirror shit. It gets into some Black Mirror shit about identity and politics around culture. But here's the key thing. Here's the key takeaway. Aside from this being cringe and like inappropriate, right? What this marks, because they will do this again. I guarantee you that this is not the end of this situation. Because what this comes down to is something I've talked about on numerous occasions when I talk about hip hop and Black art. They're trying to figure out a way to completely divorce Blackness from Black art. And they're gonna keep on trying. Because if you, like I was saying earlier about Black women on social media, it's completely understood that the commodity that is Black creativity is the number one commodity that Black people have in this country and to an extent worldwide. Number one thing that we literally control is our creativity to bring us like material gains and capital, which I'll get to in a second as to why that's not so cool. But that's the number one thing. They love it. They love our dances. They love our hair. They love our facial features. They love our makeup. They love all that shit, but they do not fuck with us. They don't fuck with us. So this was their first attempt to see, man, how can I have the art without the hard ER? How can I have the ART without the hard ER? That's what this was about. So they tried to make this Fortnite character into a thing, because you best believe that if it had worked, if they saw that there was money to be made from it, they're gonna come back with this. It's gonna happen again. They're gonna slow play it. Here's how they're gonna do it. They're not gonna show you the face all as much. They're just gonna give you the music. They're gonna give you the TikTok sound. And then when you go looking for it, if it's good, then they'll be like, oh, this is cool. And then they'll say, okay, by the way, it was done by a character from fucking Saints Row. V-Wiggers. Oh, this is it. This is it. You know, I gotta put my conspiracy hotep hat on, but I'm telling you that this is not the end of this this pathway for these multimedia corporations of trying to figure out how to make black art without using black people to make the art. And you know, it is what it is. I'll leave it there. All right. Paul Mooney said it. I'm sorry, I wanted to put it out there. Paul Mooney said it best, and I feel like I said this in the video. Everybody want to be a nigga till it's time to be a nigga. That's just the reality of the situation.